Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan of Softcore Brony, and hey, it's anniversary time once again! And yes, that's actually the reason I didn't get anything out this last weekend, because I almost forgot about it, and it's like, oh yeah, you know what, maybe I should wait to release something until after the anniversary there, just, you know, so I have something more to talk about, because, well, it's my 11th year as a Brony, and, hey! My 10th year as a Let's Player! Holy freaking crap! And yes, I know I had almost a year and a half or more off for a while back because of the pandemic and everything, but it's 10 years since I started, so I think that counts. And I don't have anything particularly special planned except... BOOM! There it is! Finally, all these years later, finally, Breath of Fire 3. There we go. Alright. 6 a.m. Sunday, because that's the next best time for me to also be there for the premiere and all that. And that's the good news. There is some minor bad news along with this for this announcement and all. Because, well, as I've said before, I did move, I think, what is it, like about a month and a half ago now? And unfortunately, as I kind of feared with the move, I am working a lot more for my real job than I was before. And as such, I'm going to be sticking with my every other day release schedule for the foreseeable future. Caveat, I'll be attempting to do so, because I'm going to be making videos ahead of time, which also means, of course, that I won't necessarily be able to react immediately within the videos anyway to, like, things that you, the viewers, might point out, you know, like, you know, hey, you missed that, or, you know, you could have done this better, or, you know, whatever, what have you. But also, because of the work schedule, because, like, even some days I actually will work as much, every once in a while I'll work as much as like 10 to 12 hours. But, yeah, as such, I might miss a day or so on my schedule, so I want to try to keep to every other day, but in case I can't, I apologize in advance. That's just, well, life now. So, yeah. With that out of the way, I do still have a couple other announcements. First and foremost, thank you so much to my currently one and only patron on Patreon, BioBros. Doubly thank you for your longtime viewership. I can't put into words how much I appreciate it, because who knew I'd still be doing this after all these years? Now, if you've been watching my update videos in the past, you will know that at least my plans for the future include Bug Fable and the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. But, as an impromptu inclusion in this anniversary video, because I like to totally screw myself over, there is something else I've been thinking about that I have never mentioned before. For a long time now, I've been thinking about an old Let's Play of mine that easily had the least amount of interest of any LP I've ever done. The DS game, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. It looked bad because of the format I had chosen to put it in. It was slow for the majority of viewers because it is effectively a visual novel and had so much exposition. And even I lost enthusiasm towards the end because I just had so little to talk about. So viewers, what do you think about a potential redo? A better redo?
I guess it's another one of us now.
A dancer?
No, I'm not. You better get moving.
The Steam version of 999 ditches the two-screen format, and thus is probably more visually appealing for viewers. There is voice acting for most of it. And even more than that, it comes with a special optional mode that essentially does away with the novel-like exposition and tells the story almost exclusively through dialogue with very few exceptions. I figured this would be a much better way to present the game, especially since I know a lot more minor trivia about it, as well as upon playing it again, I found I have a lot more opinions about it in general that I could voice that may just be interesting, hopefully. So perhaps at some point in the future, I may do this as a side LP, or more likely an in-betweener LP, while I prepare for things that require more notes, because, you know, lack of time because work in real life and all that. As an addition, it should be said that the Steam version comes as a mandatory package deal, which means for the relative few of you who may remember it and were potentially still hoping I would do it, how about I finally get to the sequel with this game, Virtue's Last Reward? This one entirely moves its story through dialogue without all the visual style exposition, so it should be a much better first time through, though of course not until after I've redone 999. But of course, if I'm gonna go that far, I might as well finish the series too, right?
The lives of you, me, and the human race hang in the balance.
I know, the third game is controversial with fans, and not just because of its experimental visual style. Furthermore, if I do go that far, the game's rather exasperatingly non-linear story is going to present me with the challenge of how best to present the order of events, among other things. So I might take some extra time before I ever get to that one. Well, with that all said, thank you for listening to my very long anniversary video, unexpectedly long because of the last-minute decision announcements there. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for continuing to watch all this time, or if you're a first-time viewer, hey, welcome, welcome. Until next time, folks.